Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, anywhere you are in America, in the UK, anywhere in the part of the world, even in Nigeria, in Lagos, in Finland, in Sweden, anywhere you might be looking at this video right now. Welcome to GoCode Media. I really appreciate your time for tuning in, and I'll quickly introduce what GoCode Media is all about, and just talk about a little bit about myself, and also especially I'll be talking today about getting started with web development. That's going to be the main topic of today's vlog. As I'm doing coding, if you've not seen GoCode Media, please just go subscribe immediately because there are a lot of amazing stuff waiting for you. Trust me. So yeah, GoCode Media is a YouTube channel that is dedicated for web development. I've started freshly and I'm actually building it up from ground up. I'm actually going to, talking about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, different kind of framework and stuff like that. Mind you, I'm also still learning. And in fact, that's also one of the reasons why I actually started this channel, so that to give me an avenue to practice what I've been learning, to just give myself this challenge that, okay, let's do it. I can do it. Let's do it. I can do it. And I also personally actually love teaching people. I like to spread what I know and share ideas together, just make things happen, keep learning, because the more you learn, of course, you're using your brain, of course, and it gets to develop more, as they told us in sciences. And then all these things just go together. You're very active, very happy person, things is happening in your life and stuff like that. But yeah, what is web development all about? And about myself, before I actually forgot, I'm Suleiman. I have of course, electrical education, electrical and automation before. Also work in that field and have business degree, also have industrial management master's degree. And school is very important at some point, but at the same time, it's also about what you learn in the school. And I've actually found this web development very passionate. Is what I'm actually passionate about. I've been learning here and there almost 2 years now. Learning this WordPress, learning CSS, HTML, JavaScript, learning React, a lot of things together. Of course, I'm still learning, and I'm just basically self-learner or self-taught, as they always say it. And the whole thing is that web development is a very interesting aspect of general programming or something like that, because usually there's bunch of jobs there, and it actually happens that there's a lot of job there. There's a lot of frameworks coming up every time. There's a lot of things happening. It's ever evolving. Things are changing very fast, and for me, it's quite challenging. And the most confusing aspect of it is that, as much as if you just type Google now or YouTube, you see a load of information, and this is always the big problem for most, especially people that are just starting, because they don't really know where to start. It's like some people just get caught up in tutorial budgetary, or how did they say it? You're just watching here and there, and you're basically not really doing anything, and at the same time everything is so confusing, you don't really know where to start from. And trust me, that's one of the reasons why I have actually started GoCode Media, so that I can help people I can direct them to the right path. Okay, if you want to choose front-end developer, back-end developer, or just full stack, anything you want, these are the paths you can follow, which I will also be doing some videos about in the future. But the whole thing is you have to just start from the easiest part. Of course, some people just love, okay, I want to do something technical, IT, some people talking about programming, Python, Java and stuff like that. Of course, they are always a very good way also to start with. But of course, you want to start really easy. And for me personally, I think web development is one of those places that you can easily start with, at least with JavaScript. It's also a programming language. Of course, HTML is not a programming language. I've said that in one of my videos. It's just a markup language. Why CSS is just like a styling. Of course, as is cascaded styling sheet. It's just like a styling. But the main dynamism, the main functionality, the main programming is there in the JavaScript, and it's also very robust programming language, because nowadays, there is this Node.js, this. I wouldn't call it bubble, because it's one of the big things happening now, which I'm also trying to catch up with and learning, also just doing things really fast, which you can also use on the back end JavaScript is natively like in the front end, but nowadays it's becoming more powerful in the front and also in the back. But just get it right that if you follow GoCode Media, I can always help you to channel you to the right part. And web development is not very, very, very like, I don't know. It's quite easy if you get the right direction, but it's also very frustrating, especially as a new beginner, if you don't get it right from the beginning. Some basics have to be understood. As I said, like some people just put up some videos there, they just expect people to just code along and stuff like that. But sometimes it's not always working like that. You have to just also consider the other people, like they have to understand these and these and these and this all together. So, but I think you get an idea that web development is a very good choice, because when you also talk about the pay and everything, there's a lot of job, there's good pay, why not go for it? And the stress or the information is there. So even though you go to the university to learn, like as I read in one of these YouTube videos of this coding channel, like Apple and Google don't even require you to have like degree in IT for you to be employed. Just show what you can do, which means that there's a lot of opportunities in this field. If you're also considering changing your career to this field, why not just go for it? So let's just cut it short here now, and just let's like look forward to another video, like a vlog like this that I'll be doing once in a while. Let's just discuss, rub mind, comment, share your ideas. Just let's do this together. Let's make a community around GoCode Media. And before you know, things are going to be rolling. Follow me on social media, GoCode Media, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and most importantly, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends, tell your family, even tell your enemies also. Just tell everybody that that is actually interested in learning web development. And I'm trying, like for example, I've made like 2 videos today already. I'm trying to just push materials up there, explaining to the best of my knowledge, making things easy, making things like lively, and you just like learning and growing. And just guess what? Let's go code together. Just go Code Media, and see you in my next vlog. Have a nice time. Thanks.